in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Trojans offense will get the first possession of the game. It was hardly an offensive masterpiece, but the Trojans put together a terrific comeback against the Bruins last year, trailing entering the fourth quarter, but able to come back and take home the victory bell.
That was an offensive struggle last year, too. 4 field goals total in the first half. And USC trailing going into the fourth quarter, but quarterback Jaden Mayava did a really nice job late in the game with his decision-making and his accuracy. You got to know, if USC is going to win this one today, David, they've got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, they scored the last 10 points of the game. USC, I promise you, talking about the victory bell all offseason, UCLA was, we've got to finish. We've got to finish. We gave up the last 10 points. We gave up the lead. They took this from us. We got to go get it back.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker positions.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Nice move to keep running. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Mayava. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Got guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've really sputtered out of the game, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well. And that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Trojans want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, did they have a big pickup in picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good... on the interception.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he can't make the connection on his first.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Touchdown, Bruins! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
UCLA 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got him.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Straka. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And first down for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
got a man. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
UCLA 14, USC.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Running into the open space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job a lot.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Flips it out on the screen. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll keep it himself. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Straka. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this one.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely they're... And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Makes the catch at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David